Hello, Ty. Everyone talk?
Hello.
Right here.
Okay.
Alright, give it a second to go live.
Just only mental, nothing
The
else.
most getaway. Okay, shit.
We are the government, you people deserve. So you do understand. There is no other way.
Young Flame, your sickle mode.
It's the whole world.
Alright. I think we are ready.
Wait. Alright. Everyone talk?
What's up?
Shut up.
Fuck, man.
Shut up.
So loud.
Shut up. Hello?
Stop, stop fucking yelling now. Alright, we good? Everyone talk.
I can hear you.
I can hear everything too. It's so fucking loud.
What if I scream?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Don't scream, bro.
Alright, let's whisper the whole street.
Alright, nah, I just fixed it.
Hey, yo. Welcome back to the live stream. Yo, let's do some ASMR bullshit.
Alright. Let's get this shit started up.
What's wrong with you, man?
I'm a podcast.
Relax, bro. Alright, we all ready, boys? You guys ready to get started? I don't think we're live yet. I don't think it shows that we're live yet. I'm not sure that it's showing that we're live yet. Alright.
I went animals and straight Jeffrey Dahmer is in here.
Alright, we good here?
Yeah.
I don't know if are you guys seeing that we're live?
Not anything.
Let's see, I'm like, yo, let's get rid of the chewy. Why is call screen black?
Why's what?
That's not cool. Why is call screen black? That's not cool.
You see us though? We're live?
Yeah.
Alright. Welcome to episode 2 of the Round 11 Call of Duty podcast. This week we're going to be talking all things Division B, Week 1. We got some surprises to talk about. Some stuff that honestly, Flea's going to have some talking to do when he has to defend, Denial over E6. So, we're just going to kind of hop into it. First match, we had Heretics actually taking down E United. They won 3-2. They won Game 5 S&D on Hacienda 6-3. So starting off there, E United, Heretics, what are we thinking?
That was just a mind-blowing match, honestly.
You think?
But, I mean, United is known for their slow starts, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Heretics won the hard point 250 to 158. E United won the S&D 4-6. Heretics the control 3-2. E United won the second hard point 250 to 149. Heretics 6-3 game 5. So E United won. They won game 2. I mean, they won one of the searches.
Heretics is nasty.
They lost both hard points.
Heretics is hands down. If they were in Division A, they would not lose a single match.
Whoa, no chance you actually believe that.
Yep.
Absolutely zero chance you believe that.
Yep. But the Zuma, of course. No, I'm not saying Optic Dash you. But
Okay,
Optic Zuma, yeah, they get smoked.
Okay, so you genuinely believe of their 7 matches, they wouldn't lose one?
Nope.
You're off the juice, bro. You're absolutely off the juice. You think they're beating LG?
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's kind of weird. Okay.
Yeah,
How do you think Heretics matches up against Midnight there then?
Heretics has better teamwork than Midnight.
Yeah, you're off the juice, bro. I don't know if I can agree with that.
Midnight got exposed. Hello.
Midnight, okay. We're not going back to Division A. Okay. I'm not gonna argue some fucking hypotheticals. I mean, there will be cross-play matches later in the league, so we'll figure that all out there. They might win one game. Flea, what do you got to say about that one, man?
They lost to Superpower. Seaside is a terrible map.
Seaside.
Whoever did their vetoes fucked that up. I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay, but how are you gonna defend? E6 won the hard point 250 to 113. E6. I'm pretty sure this was E6's only S&D win. Was against Denial. They won 4-6. That's their only S&D win. They lost to Control 3-2, which was I'm pretty sure that was a comeback on frequency by Denial. And then like you said, Seaside was the fourth map where E6 closed it out 250 to 236. So you really think that E6 is that bad?
Yep. I think that roster is really overrated.
Bro, Denial.
I
Okay,
think,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think that roster is really overrated. I don't see that team getting even 6 in the division. I really think they're terrible.
Okay,
You
so
think
you
they're
think
getting
they're getting you think they're getting no better than 6th, or you thinking
6 is their peak in that division.
okay? So what teams do you say? I mean, Accelerate's the only team in my mind that's anywhere close to Denial. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, think about it. Denial's map count. Let me put this out there. Denial's map count through the first week was 3-12. They won 3 maps. 0-4 record throughout the first week. E6. I mean, I get E6.
We beget.
Yeah, the
We
begets are
forget.
trash, bro. But so you're gonna defend Denial there.
I mean, okay. Denial can beat at least 2 teams in that division. Like, Denial's not getting a win.
Okay, I don't know. That seems delusional. Have they? Okay.
I feel like Denial's good enough to
If
win.
there's a team they beat in this division, who do they beat?
Okay. Well, they already played. They played E United, they played NB, they played E6.
And they played Heretics.
So their schedule is looking like Splice. Nope.
Not beating Splice.
Accelerate. I don't know how they look with Robbie B. That's another topic. But
Yeah, we'll get there.
who else? Who else? Another thing. 100 Thieves. What? I'm taking anything over 100 Thieves.
Denial?
Now,
Wait.
when I say it out loud, though,
Denial. They already played 100 Thieves.
What's that?
They already played 100 Thieves.
Who didn't they play? That you said they didn't play Heretics then.
They didn't play.
They played Envy. They lost 3-1
They
to
haven't played
Envy.
EU. They haven't played EU or EXG or ELG, whatever the fuck the fuck.
Oh,
Right.
They didn't play. Oh no, never mind. They're not winning it. Never mind.
You don't think they're
Take my
winning a
thought
game?
Yeah,
I'd say
their schedule just gets harder. I don't feel like they win anything.
I'd say they can probably 3-2 accelerate.
I think
What?
Accelerate's definitely their easiest match. I mean,
I don't
that's-
think that's winnable. Even if it is their easiest.
Well, you don't think they
I'd
can beat?
I'd say 3-2.
You don't think they can beat them?
Bro, what? Believe Breezy, Beezy, I mean, is disgusting.
Profizi's nasty. Don't be sleeping on Profizi. I mean, he was,
Dude, there's too many
shooting
easies.
bodies,
Can we
but
talk about that? There's too many easies in the pro league.
they're
Think of-
Beezy, Profizi,
There's Breezy on Denial.
Breezy. Jesus. All right.
Ooh, many.
But I just thought I'd put that out there. Last week, Flea said there's no way E6 was beating anybody and that they were the worst team here. E6 ended up beating Denial, which, I mean, obviously isn't much. But that was pretty much your first 2 matches for day 1. Those were, I mean, that came right after Hot Mic, so there was only those 2 matches for day 1. The next matches leading into day 2, we started off with Heretics versus Denial. Heretics came out on top of that one 3-1. So, I mean, Denial won the opening hardpoint on, on frequency, 250 to 113. And then from there, it was 3 straight by Heretics, 6-4 in the S&D, 3-2 in the control, and then 250 to 181 on the hardpoint. So, I mean, it wasn't a blowout. I mean, it was a closer series than you might expect from, a team that has a 4-0 record, playing a team that ended up with an 0-4 record. But, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys got any thoughts on that one?
I'm gonna let you rock with that one. I literally got.
You got nothing?
I mean, it was like it was expected. Lamb wasn't even listening, so.
My brain farted, yeah.
Oh, brother. All right, but yeah, I mean that one for me was pretty straightforward. I mean, coming in, obviously, I didn't expect Denial to win many matches in this. I mean, like you said, I mean they might be able to beat Accelerate, but that's it. I mean that's pretty clean from Heretics for the most part after the hard point. So.
Yeah, I mean,
Denial.
Heretics looks disgusting.
Heretics
I
looks
don't know.
disgusting.
Yeah, I don't. When they came out beating United, it was like they're not losing.
I mean, they haven't played Splice or Envy yet, so
That's
Don't
true.
100 Thieves. I'm gonna put that out there because 100 Thieves has a lot of talent.
Yeah,
on their
don't
team.
sleep on
So-
Splice either, man. We'll touch on them in a few minutes, but I mean, Splice is just. I mean, they've looked
I'd say
looked
Splice is the
fantastic.
best team in the division right now.
Facts.
Over
Okay.
United.
Okay, we'll get there, but I'm gonna come back to that. Next match, we had Accelerate actually getting the upset against Envy. They won the match 3-2. That ended up, obviously, Game 5 was Gridlock S&D. Accelerate took that one 6-4. They pretty much traded maps the whole series. Accelerate won games 1, 3, and 5. Envy winning 2 and 4. The hard points weren't really close either way. The S&Ds were pretty split, and then the Control ended up 3-2 in Accelerate's favor. So, I mean, Accelerate... I'm just saying, man. They were my sleeper team. I mean, obviously. What's that?
That was the map 5 where Iggs had choked every one of his shoots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like.
I mean, think about. I mean, Accelerate finished the week 1 and 2, so I'm not like it's not like my sleeper team went like 3-0, 4-0 or whatever. But I mean, they played people close.
They played United though. You know what I mean? They
Right.
didn't play like Denial. So I mean.
They're beating Envy though, so you got to give them some props.
They had a tough schedule. It was like UIU first week. Like they had a tough schedule. Came out 1 and 2. That's pretty high.
It's pretty. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, that's kind of you're right. It's kind of a lot like UIU, where I mean, you got to if you're Accelerate, you got to be happy with 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's up?
I feel like your sleeper team did pretty high. I think if your sleeper team has. I don't think Heretics is a sleeper team. Like I feel like that team was.
You don't think Heretics
top
is a
four.
sleeper team?
I'd say the sleeper team in this division is 100 Thieves.
Oh, that's super sleeper. I know Denial was a super sleeper. Let's be honest, but
Yeah, super sleeper, but
They're 1-4.
the 100 Teams is a sleeper. But I didn't think Heretics was a sleeper. But I feel like you had the best pick with the Accelerate as a sleeper. I feel like that's the team that can really make or break something.
all right, yeah, I can respect that. And just a heads up to anybody watching right now, Carl is not here. That's why his shit is blacked out. He had to go to some birthday party, so he's not going to be on this week. We tried to get a guest. Unfortunately, things just didn't work out. So that's kind of why that's black. I mean, there's only the 3 of us this week. But anyway, moving forward, we got E United 3-0ing Enigma 6. I mean, this series wasn't even close. E United won the hard point on Arsenal 250 to 163. They won the Payload S&D 6-1, and then the Seaside Control 3-1. So I mean,
RCD is the best ICR in the game.
yeah, RCD's had a great series. Honestly, man, like I don't know, you expect that one to be close. I mean, E United looked so good in that match for sure.
Yeah, just RCD is the best AR in the game. It's not even close.
I always thought Clayster was their main AR.
Well, I mean,
I just don't pay attention to the rules. That's
What?
What?
I had to
Yeah, you're
slap
a
you.
I know who runs what. I just didn't know, like, I thought Clayster was the one running ICR. I thought
what?
Never mind, but whatever. Off topic, you know. Get
Off
back. Let's get back on track.
topic. Yeah, I mean that match wasn't really even close. There really wasn't a whole lot to talk about there. I mean, I know pretty much United obviously they ended the week 3-1, only losing to Heretics. But I mean that match was obviously one of their easier ones. So I mean, no final thoughts on that one. We're all pretty much in agreement that was obviously expected.
Yeah, it went how it was supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There
All
we
right.
go.
So this one, I'm gonna be honest. I called this last match 3-2 Splice last week. So I was a bit surprised with the hot 3-0. Splice ended up taking their match against 100 Thieves 3-0. The hard point went 250 to 208 on frequency. Arsenal S&D went 6-4, and then the Gridlock Control went 3-1. So I mean they did 3-0 them. I know like Temp had an insane series. He's getting his revenge on Slasher for being just a terrible teammate his whole career. So.
Yep.
I mean, what do we got thoughts on that one? I know, Lamb, you said that Splice looked like the best team in the division. I kind of want to get your thoughts there.
I mean, it was a really dominant performance from Splice overall. 3-0ing 100 Thieves with, like, a roster with such a stacked, like, group of players, you know.
Yeah.
Really talented. You'd expect more from 100 Thieves, but no. Looking pretty weak right now. They gotta step it up.
Yeah, 1-2 for the first week so far. I mean, we'll get to their E United match because that was just unacceptable. If we're being honest, how they lost that one. But I mean, Flea, what are your thoughts kind of here on this match?
Splice is hands down the best team in the division now.
Okay.
I feel like it went how it was supposed to go as well. Like I don't think 100 Thieves.
You thought it would go 3-0 as well. Even with
3-1.
Even with the
3-1 maybe.
Okay.
Like they would have dropped the control.
Because yeah, I mean you can't figure that, or you can't like figure that it was going to be a 3-0. At least in my opinion, I thought it'd go Game 5 because 100 Thieves has like an insane control record. I mean their control record going into the league was like 10-2 from Vegas and the PLQ or something like that. It was like 10-2 overall. So I mean they're one of the better control teams in the game. I mean they even Kenny had said that at Vegas until they got absolutely smoked. Yeah, I mean like I'm pretty sure it was the match after that, right? That they literally just got obliterated on control, but I mean they had an insane record. So I mean I kind of thought that match would go a little bit further, but obviously not. Nate Shot tweeting out that. Oh no, hold up. We'll get to that because that was after the United match. My bad. So that pretty much wrapped up day 2. After day 2, your standings were Heretics was at 2-0, Splice at 1-0, Accelerate at 1-0, United 1-1, E6 1-1, and then Envy, 100 Thieves, and Denial all winless. So I mean, no surprises for day 2. You guys think that was pretty straightforward?
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
I feel like it went how day 2 went how it was supposed to go.
Okay, I can respect that.
Boring days. One of the more boring days.
All right, so moving on to day 3, we start off the matches with 100 Thieves 3-0ing Denial. The hard point was just embarrassingly like not even close. I know Priest had an insane game. He was like 27-8 at one point. He ended the map like over double positive. They ended up taking that one on Hacienda 250-74. Then moving into the gridlock S&D, 100 Thieves took that one 6-4, and then they figured for sure that they were going to be the worst team in the division. Obviously, I'm going to guess it's a no, but I mean, anything different about this match? You guys thought it would go a little further, or they were going to be the worst team in the division? Obviously, I'm going to guess it's a no, but I mean, anything different about this match? You guys thought it would go a little further, or?
It just looks like a 3-0. Looking at the match.
Yo,
I have nothing else.
Denial done goofed. He picked out the wrong org, but yeah.
Yeah, Denial's entry into Call of Duty. I didn't expect them to pick up a French team. Whalers is the only known player in my opinion from that team. Like that's the only player I knew, like off the top of my head when I saw they first picked up a team. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's a hot 3-0.
I mean, Priesta and Kenny were frying, bro.
That's what I'm saying. 100 Thieves looked amazing right there. Like going into day 4, they looked nasty.
Yeah, I mean that match obviously, like I said before, you kind of expect them to win that one, but I mean the way they won it was kind of a little bit weird for me because I mean 3-0 control, 100-point clubbed in the hard point. I don't know. I mean I guess like I said, I guess you got to kind of expect that though.
Yeah.
Nothing else on that one.
No.
Okay, yeah, like I said, a lot of these. That's why kind of like last week we didn't go over all the matches prediction-wise because we figured some of them were going to be so obvious. Like that one, I mean, it didn't. There wasn't really much to it. This one actually went the distance. Flea's favorite team, Enigma 6, actually lost 3-2 to Heretics. And E6 actually took the opening hardpoint 250-159 on gridlock. Then Heretics bounced back with an insane 6-1 S&D on frequency. And then, E6 took the 3-0 control, so it was like back and forth maps. And then Heretics ended up taking the last 2 maps, 250-171 on free card point, and then the 2-6 win on Hacienda S&D. It's worth noting, E6 has been having a lot of S&D struggles. Like I said before, their only S&D win, I'm pretty sure, was against Denial. And then in that series, they, 12-3 round count for Heretics. I mean, that's just unacceptable for a team like E6.
That is crazy. Who's E6's roster again? They have.
Wait, what you
Frosty.
Yeah, they have Frosty, which I mean, he's coming over from a completely different esport. So I mean, it's like it's going to be tough for him to adapt right away, I guess you could say. But I mean, the roster.
I feel like Heretics didn't play did like a United move and played under their competition. You know what I mean? Like they saw it was E6 and then like
you think they have that little respect for E6 that they think we got this right away?
I would. We just beat denial. We just smoked whoever we smoked yesterday.
No, hold up, bro. That is just delusion. You can't believe. You can't honestly believe that Heretics went into that match thinking there's no way they could lose.
E6 is nasty, man.
You're cracked.
You're off the juice.
I don't think E6
You're off
is
the
nasty.
juice, bro.
Nah, that hard point though. That hard point. What is that? Dude, that's unacceptable.
I mean, obviously
You want to tell me they came out like, yo, we just got nasty on E6. Like, they got absolutely like manhandled.
Okay, but how do you? I mean, obviously,
Smoked in control.
you got a
And
team.
They had to bring it back.
You got
So
a team.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking their comms were low or something. Something was messed up, and then they teed up.
What? You're I don't know, bro. That just sounds like straight delusion for me. But I mean, because you got E6, you got team General, Diabolic, Kismet, obviously coming up in World War II last year toward the end. Cade, who's been around since God knows when. IW is really when I remember him from. I think he may have been around during AW's denial days, or I'm sorry, E6's AW days. And then Frosty, like I said, coming over from Halo this year. But I mean, you got to figure they're a better S&D team than winning 3 rounds. Like, that's not? Am I the only one that thinks that's completely unacceptable?
I think that is unacceptable. You got talent like Kismet.
That's it.
It's just Kismet.
Kismet the hard carry.
No, but was Kismet an S&D star?
God, I'll be honest with you, man. I had no clue who Kismet was until he came up around Champs last year.
Cause I've seen Kismet around. I've seen his name around before.
You mean the Champs qualifier that he didn't qualify for because Theory shit on him?
Because Theory shit on him?
He did.
Oh, yo, I forgot about that. Yo.
Exactly. He didn't qualify for Champs.
Oh, jeez, bro. I forgot about that. That's crazy. Yo, that's depressing. Hey, Tony, welcome to the stream, my brother.
Tony.
But yeah, I mean, that's one of those matches that I thought personally it could have gone either way. But obviously in the end, Heretics through this week is just, I mean, they came out way too hot this week, so. And Flea just went MIA. Flea! Where you at, bro?
He deafened himself.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
I guess Lamb will kind of just move into this, get his. Oh, he's back. Okay.
He's not.
He's right there, you moron.
I know he's there, but.
All right, I'm just gonna get into this, bro. But all right, so the next match we had E United. E United won a game 5 over XLG. Or EXG, Jesus. Why the hell they do their name that way triggers me. But they won game 5 over Accelerate. The game 1 hardpoint, United won that 250 to 111 on frequency. Obviously, that's one of United's better maps, so I imagine that was their veto. Or I'm sorry, that was their map pick. My bad. And then Accelerate bounced back in the S&D on payload, 162. And then oddly enough, Accelerate has actually been impressing me a lot with their control. They won that one 3-1. I don't know up until this point had they lost the control yet. But the 4th map, United actually winning the hard point 250 to 93. So again, not really close hard point. And then E United, game 5, round 11, barely scraping by. J-Cap is the fucking GOAT. What are your thoughts?
E United's undefeated, game 5, round 11.
That's facts. That's big facts.
You don't shoot bodies round 4.
Yeah, Profizi's got to chill with that, bro. That's the ultimate bad juju, bro.
Go look at Joe and IW.
Joe IW
FaZe.
Shot Clay's body, didn't win another round of the S&D, and then lost the next 2 maps. I was mind blown. I'm like, you can't be doing dumb shit like that. Like, that was just absolutely insane to me, man. Yeah, I mean, J-Cap, so basically how the game 5 went is round 11, J-Cap was, what's happening? Oh no, hold up.
Rob.
No! It blocked the emote!
What?
Hold up, I apologize. Oh shit.
Rob!
Hold up, bro.
Rob!
Oh, you got hosted, and then you couldn't see the emote.
Yeah, bro, I'm triggered. Hold up, bro. Give me 1 second. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. Oh my god, I'm grabbing the wrong thing again.
I'm losing full.
I'm losing full. Okay, Tony, you want to host me one more time, bro? Like, much appreciated, by the way, for the host. But that really fucked that up. I'm sorry. But anyways, back to the match. So in the game 5, J-Cap started off. God, it was like he was like 1-5 or some shit. And then going toward the round 11, he was on streaks. He actually ended up getting a kill round 11. He got his lightning strike. Was in a 1v1 with Profizi. With the bot, Profizi had bombed down. J-Cap called in his lightning, got him to push out middle map, won the gunfight, got the defuse, and then Clay stood up. And started freaking out, bro. So, I mean, J-Cap clutching the 1Vs. That's why United picked him up, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, he hasn't been looking great, but then again, second place. They've been looking like the second best team of the game. Maybe J-Cap's doing something that I'm just not seeing. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if J-Cap would have threw a trophy down in Beer Hill in Seaside against Optic, they would have been champs.
Okay, that's a bit out there because they got smoked the next 2 maps.
What?
They got smoked because they lost full. They choked
Look,
the comeback.
look, we made the comeback.
Here we go.
They lost full to a stun.
I'm gonna talk
Here
about
we
this
go.
now. Shut up. I'm gonna talk about this now. Look, we had the rotation, okay? Cap is there. He throws the trophy. That stun doesn't come in. They win that wave of kills. That's the map, okay?
Why?
We got smoked the S&D. We smoked them on control 3-0. We literally just had to take the final S&D because we were probably going to get smoked on our hard point. You're probably right.
Okay.
Just saying.
My only question is why are we going back to Vegas?
I'm just saying, like, he would have threw a trophy.
Okay, but like I said, we're getting back on track. Accelerate, like I said before, it was my sleeper team, man. They're playing people close. I mean, after that day, Accelerates. I mean, their map win percentage was 50%, but I mean, the 1-1 after that day. I mean, you got to have a little bit more respect for them after that. No.
Yeah.
I mean, even at Vegas, they made pools. That's one of those weird rosters. I don't know, like I pretty much learned about Profizi and all them during Black Ops 3 champs. But I mean, you got to respect Accelerate after that one.
Always respect Fast Bowler.
Fast
He's a freak.
Yeah, speaking of Accelerate,
Here we go.
actually we'll get into that afterward because we haven't seen him play yet. Alright, so moving on to the next match, final match of day 3, we had Splice taking down Envy in a Game 5, Round 11. Actually, it was a reverse sweep, so you gotta feel horrible if you're Envy after that one. I know in the last week I predicted Envy in Game 5. I don't know. You guys both picked Splice, no?
I said Splice 3-1 or 3-2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think you guys both said 3-0 or 3-1.
I'm pretty sure I said Game 5 Splice. I didn't think no round 11.
Or you didn't.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Watch the VOD.
I said 3-1.
You don't want to watch the VOD. The audio was terrible, but Envy won the first hard point 250 to 217. They won the S&D on payload 6-5. So the first 2 maps were close. So Envy, personally, I mean, this could have gone 3-1 in favor. I mean, honestly, this whole series could have gone either way. Game 3, Splice won the control 3-2. Game 4, they won the Hacienda hardpoint 250 to 235. And then, like I said before, Game 5, Hacienda Search, they won 6-5. So, I mean, personally, and what I heard a stat earlier that was crazy to me is that Aqua is actually Splice's leader in overall respawn KD, and Jerd is actually second. So Temp, after having a crazy good, I mean, if you're Splice, you got to probably be feeling pretty good about that, no?
Jerd is frying. I didn't know Jerd was frying like that.
Yeah. King Jerd is back. That's for sure.
Hold on.
King Jerd is
Boy,
back.
Jerd is nasty.
So he doesn't need stock too.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
That's good to hear then. Because that Splice roster is really dangerous in my opinion if you don't play them well.
See, I'm telling you, man. Like people, obviously, you look at this Splice roster at the beginning of the year, and you thought these are all the leftovers. These are the people nobody wanted to team with.
That's what I thought.
You know, obviously for different reasons. Looney, I don't know, dude. Pros seem to respect Looney, but at the same time, he always seems to get left out.
Bro, I'm gonna say this now, dude. If Looney was picked up by LG, no words. But anyway, continue.
They'd be the best team in the game.
Absolutely.
Looney for who?
For Classic.
Looney for
Or
Classic.
Slack. You get either one.
Hold up.
I don't hate that.
That would be a decent roster. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I
Decent.
thought you.
That'll be the best team in the game.
Yeah, I thought Lamb was about to disagree. I'm like, I don't know, man. That sounds pretty good to me. But
Because he is good.
like I said, they seemed like they were the leftovers, man. But you
They were.
just the roster. This roster is the definition of a roster that has literally all the intangibles. Aqua is pretty much. I mean, Nagafen now, but Aqua's pretty much the only one that's been relevant from that TR team. I guess you could say Facento, but I mean, you see where he's at now. He's getting smoked. Aqua's by far been the most consistent since that TR team back in AW. Temp has been disgusting every year he's played COD. Just never kind of got that team that played right around him.
Whoa. World War II's get smoked.
No, Temp was nasty in World War II. Don't do that.
Okay, so we're not. Okay. Just gonna act
What?
like a year didn't happen. World War II's getting smoked.
He played on Echo. He was teaming with Facento.
Yo, you gotta put respect on Vicento's name.
Facento won one fucking MVP, and that was with what was that team? That was the Rise team beginning at IW, right? That was with the OSA Skinny Bot.
Yeah, that was
Oh, so
Vegas.
skinny,
Vegas or
huh?
IW, right? It was IW Vegas.
IW Vegas. So Facento's a bum. I will not be told otherwise. Okay.
Okay, but how many wins Temp have?
That doesn't fucking matter.
But
You-
but to use that for
No, see now you're upsetting me, bro, because you can be fantastically individually talented, but not be on a championship team.
I just think Temp had a bad year last year. Is that bad to say?
It's delusional to say. It's not bad to say. It's delusional to say.
All right. I'll school you after the podcast.
Oh, no, you school me now. I'm interested to hear this.
I don't have the sources in front of me. I'm gonna look this shit up. It's gonna take too much time. Just keep going.
Oh, okay. One more thing on that. All I gotta say is that Hook is arguably the best player in the game. Doesn't have an event win. Had a bad
That's my
last year.
point.
We're going first,
That's
or we're
my
going
point.
forward. But anyways, that Splice team, like I said before, all the intangibles. You'd be out of your mind to think they weren't going to be a good team. Did I think they were going to be this good? Not really. Probably not. But anyways, I mean that's pretty much wraps up day 3 of week 1 of Division B. After that, Heretics sitting at 3-0, Splice 2-0, United moves up to 2-1, Accelerate 1-1. 100 Thieves 1-1, E6 1-1, and then Envy and Denial both remaining winless after day 3. So after that, we move back into some matches on day 4. That one started off with Heretics absolutely. I mean, they 3-0'd, but they didn't smoke them. I mean, every map was close. They 250 to 219 in the Gridlock Hardpoint, 6-3 in the Freak S&D, and then Frequency Control, they end up taking that one 3-2. That was, I believe, Accelerate's first control loss. It's 3-2, so, I mean, even if you're Accelerate there losing that one, you still got to feel pretty good about your control moving forward. I mean, this series, pretty balanced, but at the same time, I mean, I guess you could, besides the control, you could kind of say Heretics came away with it pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Nothing else? No one else to elaborate?
Heretics came out with the smoke, dude.
Okay.
Heretics? No. I want to see Heretics versus Splice now because, you know.
I mean, we'll definitely get into that.
See, I think Heretics is a good team, but I don't think they can hang with the likes of Splice and Optic.
You don't think
Because-
they can?
I don't think.
I don't even think they can take United again. I'm gonna be honest. You've run that back 99 times.
Okay,
I feel like
so-
90 times United's winning that.
To me, Heretics is like the midnight team, bro. Like they shown they can beat some good teams, but at the same time, I mean, I guess people are still hyping up Heretics because I feel like the hype is more so because of the first Spanish team in the league and not more so because they came out of nowhere. But that's
Take my
just me.
bubbles.
Take my bubbles. But I don't know, man. It's like obviously right now you could say this Heretics team was the midnight of the midnight gaming of Division B. But I don't know, man. I didn't expect them to go 4-0 so far. But I mean, that match was sort of predictable in my eyes. So I mean, there's nothing really else. I mean, unless you guys got something else for it.
I really don't, man.
Not really, man.
I'm just
Heretic,
looking forward to seeing that match. That's all.
Heretic comes out with the smoke. Like,
All right. Another predictable one. I mean, this one was actually up until map 4 was actually mind-blowingly close. And if you're Envy right now, in my opinion, you gotta be a little concerned because Hook has just literally been hard carrying in the hard points up until this last match. He had a 1.52 hard point KD.
That's
nobody
ridiculous.
on his team had over a 1.0. I'm pretty sure the next highest was Silly at like a 0.96. Silly or Assault at a 0.96. Aches was down there at like a 0.89, something like that. It was terrible. But, I mean, they came out on top of this hard point. 250 to 246 map 1 on grid. And then Denial bounced back map 2, won the S&D 6-5. So both those maps, insanely close. Control on Gridlock. Envy ended up edging that one out 3-2. So another close map. And then map 4 Arsenal. I'm guessing this was Envy's pick because they just absolutely smoked them 250 to 58.
Alright, listen, dude. If you're Envy, should not be having 3 back-to-back-to-back close games with Denial. That should not be happening. Apathy, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, Apathy is...
Do it right.
Apathy has been
Next time,
struggling, man.
Yeah, I saw a post and I couldn't agree more. It said Apathy only picks up his controller around champ season.
It really feels like that too, dude. No
Literally
joke.
does.
It feels like that because I swear to God, bro, it's like you hear nothing about Apathy all year until the last 2 events of the year, and for some reason he's in grand finals of both of them.
Exactly. Look, for example, BO3. He started off playing on E6 Gold with Dito and Sensor and all of them.
Right.
And he ends up winning champs that season.
That is mind blowing.
IW, that Envy roster.
Trash.
They look like complete shit the whole year. The last 2 events, they reached grand finals of.
I don't
And
get
then
it.
last year, he's playing on EG with Nameless and Enable.
He's playing with Nameless, bro. That's rock bottom.
And he's winning champs.
He wins champs.
Yeah, bro, I'm convinced. Nameless had one good event his whole life, and that's it. His whole career. I mean, you saw him in the pro down, filling in for Splice, missing all those Tempest shots. I mean, obviously that was a while back.
He beat LG though.
And that was pre-patch Tempest. All right, but enough with the Nameless roasting. But those maps should not have been that close. And in my opinion, Envy has some things they got to figure out, man. I mean, you can't be having matches like that close against Denial.
Yeah, like what happens when you play United? What happens when you play Optic? What happens when you play Midnight? What happens when you play Gen G? Like that shit just can't happen.
I think a lot of this game comes. I think what it gets overlooked in this game, honestly, is a lot about matchups, man.
It is about matchups.
Like certain teams play other teams well. Like a team like Envy might play a team like Splice well, but then Splice will play Optic well, but then Envy won't play Optic well. It's not always about playing close against every team. It's about your matchups, bro. So
You just gotta learn how to adapt and adapt to how different teams play, because every team doesn't play the same.
yeah,
Every team has their own strats, has their own ways.
yeah. Look at Heretics. I mean, nobody thought they were gonna come in and go 4-0, but they
did.
They did, exactly. And I think that's a lot about them. Just they have good matchups. They play at a pace. I saw that was it Lucky and Journey, I think it was, had the 2 highest engagements of like all the players at the Pro League. Like they play at a completely different pace from everybody else.
Wow.
So like that might work against a team like Denial, who doesn't have great gun skill, but you try that against a team like Optic, you're gonna get fucking smoked. I mean, that's just the truth.
The old 100 Thieves probably would have gotten smacked by them.
Yeah,
really
I
bad.
agree, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Wouldn't even be close.
So I mean, you guys.
Yeah, but
What's up?
and Apathy needs to pick it up. I feel like Apathy is the X factor for that team.
I honestly couldn't agree more. I mean, I feel like
it's Apathy or Assault who needs to turn up. Apathy and Assault.
yeah, I was just about to say because you need Assault to return. Last year, COD Champs MVP, he had at champs. God, what was it? Like a 1.2 hard point, like a 1.4 CTF, like a 1.5 S&D. Like he's shown he's capable of playing to that level. It's just about doing it consistently. I don't know if it's because of the ICR in this game. Obviously, you can do less with it than you could with an STG last year. I don't know if it's because of the 5v5 change, Maddox dominance, Sogs, up until recently Stock 2 was in play. I don't know, man, but whatever it is, they got to step it up. They got to start helping Hook.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah.
what's up, Blair?
I was gonna say if they just keep like playing every series with Hook carrying them, you can expect to see a roster change coming from them anytime soon. If Hook's just gonna keep carrying them, they don't step it up or fix whatever they need to fix.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Random question that you just made me think of a question.
Yep.
If they have a roster change, because at the end of the day, keep in mind they're 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a roster change, who do they get rid of? Because you're not dropping Hook. I don't know that Aches is touchable. I feel like Aches is almost the brand of that. No, I don't want to say the brand of that team because obviously they're building around Hook, but Aches to me
It's like the father.
is just weirdly untouchable in that situation. I feel like he's weirdly undroppable.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's possible for you to make a roster change with that MV team.
Yeah, I was just thinking, who do you put in to make them better?
I'm just saying you got to make that team work. Like it's not like LG where you can like the people are replaceable. It's like that roster just has to work.
To me, I don't see who you replace.
Ceiling is so high that it's like sort of like Kenny.
Exactly,
Like,
100 Thieves, man.
You don't drop them so that to go on a different team and then win champs. Like
Exactly.
you just don't do that.
I feel
and then Aches is the GOAT.
Aches is, I don't know how he does it, man. But what I'm kind of thinking is this Envy roster, I feel it gets overlooked because, I mean, obviously they got top 12 at Vegas, and their results since champs, I mean, they got top 12 at Vegas. They won out in the Pro League qualifier, and then so far in the league they're 1 and 2. But at the same time, you got to think, man. Hook has probably the highest ceiling out of anybody in the game right now with how he's playing.
Of course, he won a world championship in Halo.
Exactly. I mean, once he wins an event in COD, he'll be a multi-FPS champion.
Formal.
You can't sleep on Apathy. Apathy's a 2-time world champ. 3 years in a row he went to the finals of it.
That's mind-blowing.
Assault, you saw what he could do last year. I don't know if it's a one-game thing. I mean, he had a good run with Cloud9 and Black Ops 3, so, I mean, he's proven himself in multiple titles. MVP form type player. Fargo is one of those players. Silly Justin Fargo is one of those players to me. He just has the intangibles. He has he's almost like the J-Cap of your team, or I don't want to obviously put him in the same conversation as Gunless, but kind of that do-it-all player that can really run whatever you need him to and get kind of get the job done. And that leaves Aches, and then Aches to me is the vocal leader of that team. So I don't know who you replace on that team. I just don't think it happens.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for MV to make a roster change, even if they wanted to. It's like
okay.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, you guys are right. I feel like what they can do is probably do some role switching.
That's the only thing That's the only thing I could think of, man. I mean, obviously, you don't switch Assault off. I mean, I don't think you switch Assault off of the ICR. I don't know how comfortable Aches feels. You're not moving Hook off the SMG. I mean, that's.
I'd keep Hook and Silly on SMG. Give Apathy a Maddox or third Sog.
Yeah, because I know at the beginning of the game, they had Apathy running the Maddox. Then he switched over to the Sog, and that's kind of when Silly got a lot better, and then Apathy just kind of stayed where he's at. Apathy hasn't really moved a whole lot in terms of his production. So, but I feel like
Apathy's looking like Vegas Apathy.
Okay. I mean, I feel like
Disappointing me.
we spent a lot of time on that topic. Mostly on Envy. That wasn't really about the match, but Envy, as you can see, I mean, there's obviously a lot of things that need to change with Envy. And then next match is actually going to be Splice versus E6. Splice did take that one 3-1. Flea, you got to be pretty happy about that because E6 just keeps losing. Splice won the first hard point on Hacienda. They won 250 to 202. Then they took the S&D 6-5. Again, E6 struggling in search. They've only had the one win so far in the league in search. Then the Seaside Control, E6 barely win that one out 3-2. And then Map 4 Frequency, another close one, 250 to 230 in favor of Splice. So the maps are very close. I mean obviously the map that was like furthest point wise away was 250 to 202 in the first hard point. But I mean even then that's somewhat close.
Yeah. I feel like they just play against each other well. There's matchup like you guys were saying. Like the matchups were there. That's really it. I don't feel like E6 knew something or like Splice wasn't playing well. I feel like they just matched against each other well, and that's what happened.
If you look at it, they could have potentially 3-0'd Splice too. That would have been really crazy.
Yeah, I mean those games can go either way. Any four of those maps. Granted, map one you could argue was 48-point win. To me, that's scrap time rotation that wins you that game. But I mean every other map, you could argue those could go either way. E6 could be walking away 3-1, or Splice could be walking away, 3-1. Either way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of went how I imagined it to. Just that the scores were really really scary. So.
Okay,
it was too close.
So Lam, you said Splice is the best team in the division.
Mhm.
They've been playing teams close. All their matches, obviously, they seem to have the clutch factor, I guess. But all their matches, even against teams that maybe they shouldn't be close against, they're close matches. You doubling down on that?
I just think it's them losing crucial gunfights. Multiple crucial gunfights, actually. I mean, they have the talent and the skill, everything there. They just can't they just don't know how to close shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously that hard point at Vegas kind of was a testament to that.
They just gotta learn how to close stuff out. They gotta
Yo, what's up, Black Flag?
Black Flag,
But,
welcome to the stream, my friend.
Yo, what's
But
up?
I feel like Splice is just TK from last year. Like they just clutch it up.
Splice, the TK from last year.
They just clutch up. Like that's how they win.
I was gonna say. I mean, they kind of have that same. They have that same feel to them, man. They win the matches that they win their close matches. I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing from them so far. But Lamar accuracy comes okay. What's mind blowing to me, if you've been around watching COD for a long time, you'll know that accuracy has notoriously been a fucking bum. Okay, maybe not a bum, but he was teaming with Cole Chan, Happy. These weirdos that nobody knows, okay? He was teaming with the top amateurs. He gets on TK, which even at that time, that roster was supposed to be not good. Theory, absolute bum. Kenny was coming out of he hadn't played since AW. I mean, he played the game, but he didn't compete on LAN.
He was coming back from Halo.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I know he competed on COD and AW, so I mean that was the last I had heard of him.
Kenny was playing Halo?
He was.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. I gotta look this up.
And then,
I know a lot of things.
I'm drawing a blank. Oh, and then Chino. Chino's always been good. Chino's never been your star player on your team. To me, Chino's one of those players, solid. Chino's absolutely the nicest guy in the Pro League. That is not up for debate. But that's kind of like what you said. They're like TK last year. They kind of remind me of that way where you didn't really expect this team to be fantastic, but I mean they're coming out hot. I mean obviously they haven't won an event, 3-0 in the Pro League. It's a bit different format this year, but yeah, I could definitely see where you're coming from with that one.
Yeah. You said Gino was the nice person in the Pro League, not the Pro League, though.
Oh, you know what I meant. Oh, rest in peace, G2, bro.
Funny as hell.
Okay.
So
What's next?
No final thoughts on Spicy 6. We all kind of feel like that was what how it
Nope.
should have.
It was a little too close, but I mean they did close it out 3-1. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So moving into what was maybe me being biased as a United fan, this was definitely the most exciting match of the week for me. So first map was United winning Seaside Hardpoint 250 to 242.
Pharaoh wins that.
Pharaoh win. Okay, we'll get to that. Map 2, United won 6-5 in the S&D. So either one of those two
Pharaoh wins
maps, either one of those two maps could go either way. And then 100 Thieves coming back, showing their dominance again in the control. I don't know if you can say the best team right now or absolutely one of the best. Maybe definitely top 3 control team of the game. They come out, they 3-0 them on frequency. They end up winning the next hard point on Seaside. Okay, this is fucked.
What happened?
It shows two Seaside. I'm sorry, but they won the second hard point 250 to 225. And then the game 5 frequency S&D may have been the biggest choke we've seen so far this year.
I feel like they got nervous.
You think
This
they
was the
got
one
nervous?
where BZ got the 3-piece, right?
BZ got the 3-piece to end it.
Like the way you can't have full streaks, right? And then just keep getting picked off. Like there's something wrong. Like
Right. Okay. So for anybody that doesn't know kind of how the S&D went, 100 Thieves 100% should have ran away with this game. Kenny got full streaks. They wasted pretty much all their specialists, and Kenny wasted every single one of his streaks. Called in the lightning, Hellstorm, and what do you have? Sniper or drone?
drone, I think.
Drone. Okay, that's what I thought. And then Drone didn't get a single kill with his streaks. Clay said on Twitter that they counter-stratted that. That sounds a little bit fugazi to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you counter strat 3 streaks. I don't think anybody is that smart. You just got blessed. But in the S&D game 5, BZ and JCap were in a 2v3. 100 Thieves had the bomb down. It was like less than 20 seconds left. BZ and JCap are pushing from tree side on frequency, and BZ gets 3 kills. And obviously JCap was getting the defuse. JCap gets the defuse with 0.1 seconds left after BZ gets all 3 kills from 100 Thieves. So I know, who was it? Study was saying how there's no chance that 100 Thieves should lose that. All you have to do is run. All you have to do, you do nothing in that situation. It's an automatic dub. So in your opinion, what do you think went wrong on that map? Was it choke streaks, choked round? Choked last round. What are we thinking?
I don't know how you don't get a single kill with full streaks, and then you have bomb down at 3v2 with 20 seconds left, and you somehow choke that out. Like they got a little bit nervous. That's just nervous, dude. That's just nerves.
Do you think that's nerves, or do you think that that's just United getting blessed? You're gonna double down on nerves?
I don't think that's either. I don't think that's skill from United. I mean, I guess you get blessed. And I guess you have to say you got blessed because he didn't get a single kill. So you got blessed that he didn't play it right. I guess
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because 100 Thieves, man, they keep finding a way to screw it up. I don't know how they do it. It's every match they lose. It's off of some crazy shit. I know. After the match, Nate Shot tweeted out, unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. And then we had a tweet from Dashy I thought was pretty funny. He tweeted at Pharaoh and said...
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know, I'm paraphrasing. He said something like, "What's up?" So he's throwing a little shade over at 100 Thieves for dropping Pharaoh there. So after what you guys have seen from the first week of Division B, do we think Pharaoh was the right drop there, or do you guys think it should have been somebody else, or no team change?
I feel like you just got out. Okay, you did get blessed in the PLQ.
Right.
But you got out top 2. You stick it out. I feel like Priesta. I feel like the one player change was irrelevant. I feel like it didn't do anything. I feel like they still would have been 1 and 2 with Pharaoh or not. I feel like Kenny's overrated in this game. I mean, he's not overrated because no one's like still holding him to that pedestal that he was in World War II. But
I get what you're saying.
I think Kenny's a bum, but he should not be a bum. I think I think Octane is literally doing it all, but Octane can't do it all because it's not like the role he's playing.
Yeah,
So
don't sleep on Octane, man. He's been insane, bro. He's been really good.
he's hands down their most consistent player on that team.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that team works together at all. I feel like once the roster change period happens, 2 people leave that team or get dropped. Like,
Okay.
I think the 2 are. I think Pharaoh comes back in that roster for somebody. I think he's going back in for Enable, and I feel like Kenny. I don't feel like they drop Kenny though. Like, I feel like Slasher leaves.
You think Slasher? That wouldn't surprise me. That would
I
not
think
surprise
Enable
me
and
at all.
Slasher leave.
You think Enable
Enable's-
leaves too?
I think Enable because Enable. There's too many heads in there.
I mean, no, Priestah's gonna go back to FaZe after everything's over because he's on loan. He's not
True.
officially
Yeah,
on
he
loan.
is on loan, which is kind of weird to me because why? Now that's something to bring up. It's a small detail. I don't know how much you read into it, but Zuma, when he played with Optic, was still wearing his FaZe jersey.
Yep.
So, Priestah, when he was playing with 100 Thieves, was wearing a 100 Thieves jersey. Now, do we think, like I said, small detail, I could be thinking way too much into this, but do we think that's leaning toward the 100 Thieves wanted him to wear it, or because do we think that Priestah is, after this, even after he goes back off loan, do we think Priestah's 100% gone from FaZe?
I mean, Zuma was only a sub for Optic. Priestah's on the main roster.
True, but both of them are technically on loan.
Are we sure Priest is on loan?
He is on loan.
Yep, yeah, him and Crowder are both on loan.
Okay, so I think it comes down to the contracts they both have because Zuma definitely has a different contract than Priest does, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like Zuma's contract is way more strict than Priestah's is. So I feel like Priestah just has more like freedom. That's why it looks like that,
Okay.
honestly.
Now, okay, to me, Crowder replays. I hate calling him Crowder. He's done competing. I think that was it
Yep.
for him. I mean,
Yep.
whether or
Yep.
not he stays in a coaching role for some team or does something on the analyst desk, because I know.
Just be a streamer.
Shout out to Study. Study's been doing a hell of a job. No bullshit.
He really has.
Study's got that. Study. I'm getting off topic for half a second, but Study's got a great personality for that. Back on track. So I mean, he coached them for a little bit, then came back to competing. Do you guys think he's done for good? Or do you think we see Crowder back?
No, I think it's done for good. Like his World War II year wasn't even that good, and then his BO4 year was terrible. So I
Yeah.
feel like he has no reason to not hang it up.
Honestly,
You know
man, besides a couple bright spots, you could argue his World War II year was trash.
what I mean? Yeah,
Cause you look at the scoreboard, man, he was consistently getting smoked.
yeah. He killed the 4-22 meme. The team was like fucking 4-28. He's a 4-28 meme.
I thought it was Zuma who killed it. Killed the meme.
No, the meme's still alive, but I'm just saying
Somebody on there did.
there's worse performances than 4-22.
So what are you thinking, Lam? You think that Crowder's done? You think that replay, or I'm sorry,
I think
Priestah?
he's done after this. I think he's gonna go to probably like either a coaching role in FaZe or something, or I don't just join the analyst desk or whatever. But I think he's done competing. He has a world champion. His name. He doesn't need anything else. I say he just go do like doesn't compete. I mean
That's another thing. Like, what are you proving by playing? If you're replays or a Crowder,
I think if you're
Probably
replays / Crowder, you've proven everything you can. Utmost respect for him, because I mean, even the pros, man, you can tell they have a lot of respect for him. So, I mean, any final thoughts on United 100 Thieves?
you gotta close out your maps.
they just choked
Also, I feel like they got comfortable. They were like, "Yo, we got full streaks and we got specialists popping everything, pop, 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 pop." You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you can't be losing your specialist rounds. That's what comes down to it.
Honestly,
as well as your streak rounds.
I think that's a really good point actually, because like after they got their streaks, they're thinking, and even then they were hot. They were winning their rounds, and they got their streaks. They got to be thinking, all right, we got this in the bag. We're gonna have our specialists. We got our streaks, and then after each failed streak, you got to think they're losing full a little bit, man, because this team,
Yep.
especially those players, Slasher, what's his name, Kenny. I mean they've been known to tilt, man. I mean, they don't exactly keep themselves in check. So I think that's I think that's a really good point. I think they could have just slowly lost composure.
They probably did. Yep.
That's probably how they got smoked last round. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's pretty much my final thoughts. I don't know if you guys got anything else for that match.
I feel like how they lose composure would enable on that team though. You know what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
there's only so much one player can do,
Like,
dude.
lead a role.
Like Enable is pure vibes, but
I mean-
someone's over speaking on Enable, bro. Like someone's talking over him or something.
Well,
dude.
that was a big problem with Pharaoh. Pharaoh just didn't want. I mean, I'm not in the pro scene. I don't talk to the players. From what I'm seeing on Reddit, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, a big part of Pharaoh leaving was his attitude. Or, I'm sorry, getting benched was his attitude. So I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. You're not gonna bench Slasher. I mean, I don't think you can bench a player of that caliber. But I mean, if shit keeps going downhill, when's the roster change period? March 1st.
Yep.
You never know, man.
Days.
I think this team might get blown up.
I think so too.
Okay. Any final thoughts, or is that it?
No, that's everything I
I
have to say
feel
for
like
100 views.
I feel like E United just needs to fucking close out their games more. They're taking everyone to not everyone, but like half the teams they played so far. It's been game 2, or not game. I said game 2, round 11, game 5s. You know, all that.
Yeah.
I feel like they just gotta just find that rhythm again.
But look, this was the same thing that was happening last year, just that we couldn't close.
Yep.
Now we're closing though. Well,
Cool.
now United is closing. I mean, I don't trust this. I don't like that you keep having to pull out the ice.
I don't think it's a
To
long-term
win
solution. Eventually, your luck's gonna run out. You can't.
That's
you
what happened
can't
to TK.
win.
Exactly. That's
Exactly.
what happened to TK. You can't win every round 11. You can't win every map 5. Like
No, you can't.
so. I mean, you gotta clean shit. Like you gotta clean shit up. I mean,
Right. All right. But after that, I mean, that pretty much wraps up week 1. Your final standings going to be Heretics 4-0. What's up?
Week 2.
What'd I say?
You said week 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Week 1 of Division B.
What?
My bad.
What?
Anyways, week 1 of Division B wraps it up. Heretics finishes the top with 4-0 record, followed by Splice at 3-0, United 3-1, Accelerate 1-2, 100 Thieves 1-2, Envy 1-3, and then Denial, your only winless team, at 0-4. So, moving on from there, I want to talk kind of a little bit about some of the kind of smaller things that went down. Robbie B replacing Fastball on Accelerate. So moving into, I mean, I know obviously Robbie B, at least for me, I didn't know anything about him until he came up last year, you know, towards the end of the year. He replaces Fastball. I mean, do we think that's a change that helps Accelerate, or do we think it kind of keeps him stagnant?
no, listen, dude. This is okay. I'm gonna say a lot of things about this. All right.
I'm listening.
You do not, okay, drop the space of your team for somebody who didn't qualify through Vegas for the Pro League, but got picked up.
Okay.
Didn't win a single match in the Pro League qualifier. Okay? And then Fastballer, who's been grinding with these people, like the same amount, same circle of people, for instance, like Panda and IW, bro. And you
Okay.
drop him for someone who has proven nothing in BO4 other than stats.
Quick question.
Like that is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard in my life.
Quick question. I know it's a little different because he did play, or did he? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go forward with this. But obviously, Envoy from Midnight didn't play with Midnight at Vegas. You feel the same way there? Do you think that? I mean, do you feel that just about Accelerate in the aspect that you can't swap out somebody who didn't make the pro league to the qualifier, or didn't get top 32 at Vegas, top 32 at Vegas? You feel the same way about that, or is
I
it
don't
just
feel
for
the
Accelerate?
I feel it more because it's Fastball. You can't tell me the person that got dropped at Midnight. And you can't he could have been grinding his whole life.
That's
So I know fastball has been grinding and then failed and finally achieved something, and then you drop him for somebody who's won nothing.
yeah. You got a
That's just
point.
pathetic. That's pathetic, dude.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
And they're one in team, and they had a hard schedule. They're 1-2.
Yeah, I mean that's.
That is pathetic.
I mean 1-2 next week.
They're top 4 in the division.
They play Splice, E6, and Denial next week. So. Oh, and 100 Thieves. I'm sorry. They play those 4 matches next week. So I mean,
Of course, Robbie B's gonna look like a god.
You think
I know.
Robbie B's gonna look like a
never
god?
seen-
Yeah, he's playing against those teams. If he would have been playing week 1, I don't know if he's actually that nasty, but I'm just saying, you didn't win anything.
Okay, Lamb. You said you haven't seen Robbie B, because I haven't seen anything from him either. I don't know that you.
I know his stats are crazy, but I mean, when you're playing with 0-6 team, you're supposed to throw up slasher stats in NB.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from, definitely, Lamb. I mean, I don't know if you have any thoughts kind of on the Robbie B replacing him. Nothing really.
Ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so pretty much mid-match is Division B. Maddox got nerfed for a very brief period of time, literally uncontrollable, absolutely terrible gun. KN was going to take it over. But then I don't know if was it the next day or the day after, they put out a hot fix, fixed the Maddox, so those teams going to be playing on the new update going into next week, and then going into Fort Worth. So I mean, another topic of discussion. This was a big one in my opinion because, much like the Tempest in Vegas, the Annihilator so far in the league, absolutely dominating. I mean, you saw the clip of Rated week 1, or I'm sorry, in Division A, of Rated getting all 6 against LG with the Annihilator. They have no chance to shoot back. I mean, how do we kind of feel about the Annihilator getting GA? Do you guys think it's justified? Or you think it kind of whitens the game a little bit to the aspect that it's kind of not as fun to watch?
I mean, I don't mind it being GA'd, just because, I mean, I don't really care about it.
Now, are you saying that from player or spectator perspective?
Player.
Okay.
I mean, because I don't run the Annihilator. You run the Annihilator. I mean, but it is annoying getting killed by an Annihilator because I mean, you literally don't get a chance to shoot back.
That's true.
Just you're gone.
Okay. But I feel like it should have just got nerfed.
How do you nerf the Annihilator?
Just slow the rate of fire.
Okay.
Just make it the BO3 Annihilator. Make it the same exact thing, and you'll be alright. It shoots too fast, so if you even try to bait and switch him, he's killing both of you.
Yeah, you got a point. So
if you just nerf it, it's perfectly fine.
I heard something. I heard someone say this. They should make it how it is in One in the Chamber. You have instead of 1 bullets, you have probably
right
2 or 3. You shoot 1, you get another one. That I feel like.
That was that Tactical Rab that said that, right? Is that what you saw?
It was Tactical Rab.
Shout out to my boy Tactical Rab. That boy.
Tactical Rab is on the grind, bro.
Premium content.
Premium content, only the best from Rab. But anyways, so overall, I mean, me personally, I don't. There's so many fucking GAs that at this point I just kind of accept any of them. I'm not entirely worried about any of them, honestly. So I mean, I don't know. You guys overall last feelings on the Annihilator?
Also, the idea that if you pop Crash, you should take 2 shots with the Annihilator.
That is great. It should do 150, 200 to the head.
Yeah,
While
I feel
we're on the topic of specialists, I feel like we should nerf Flak Jacket.
Flak is the super perk, bro. It's insane.
I run the War Machine, and every time I shoot my War Machine and I get a Flak Jacket hit marker, I lose full right away.
Yeah, at that point, bro, you just gotta chalk it up. You're dead. You're fucking dead. That's it. I'm putting that. I get 1 flak hit marker. Get up, bro. You get 1 hit marker with flak. I put it away immediately. I'm like, all right, there goes my specialist for the game. It's insane. But I mean, that's so overall. Annihilator, we're okay with it.
Yeah.
I guess, man, take him out on one specialist away.
I mean, you
Gotta
can
be,
start.
I'm about to be running around with a grapple.
Just a grapple.
Oh, Rip Carl.
Oh God, yeah, Carl's gonna lose full. All right, so last thing we kind of want to touch on, not really much at all, just because it doesn't really have to do a whole lot with Division B. It's just kind of league play coming out. You guys enjoying league play so far? Obviously, it's tough getting bad teammates.
Did you say league? Don't you mean the fucking the GB ladder for S&D?
GB ladder for S&D.
Bro, I played so many frequency S&Ds, it's actually ridiculous.
Dude,
I'm actually,
I play nothing but frequency S&D and gridlock hardpoint.
I'm convinced we're the best frequency S&D team in the game. We scrimmed it more than pros. We played it more than pros. Oh, fuck.
All right.
Hello?
Dude, I feel like map rotation and like variation between like what you're getting to play needs to be updated. I feel like if you're a party of 3, you should be playing other like party of 3s, party of 2s, stuff like that. I don't feel like a team of 5 should just be coming in wrecking everything because no one else is playing a team of 5. I feel like that's really
I feel
dumb.
like they should set it to only team of 5s can play team of 5s.
That's what I'm. Yeah, more like that. That would make more sense.
Like
Team of
the
5s can
Black
only
Ops
play team
thing?
of 5s. Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like the ladder system made absolutely 0 sense. I feel like they should just update it, put MMR in the game somehow. Like, this shit makes no sense. Like, some guy's playing while I'm in school. Some guy's playing his life away.
Exactly.
And he has way more points than I'm ever gonna get because he has way more time on his hands doing nothing. So
Like this,
All right.
he's not better than me. He can send the chow.
All
like
right.
this guy in my ladder. He's about to get 10,000 points, bro.
Gee.
I'm about to get 4,000. Like, there's no way I'm catching up to that. Like,
All right. Like I said, didn't want to touch too much. Just kind of wanted to get it out there. But as for our main topics, that pretty much sums up anything we had to talk about relating to Division B as far as group conversation goes. So to end the show, going to be moving into the firing range segment where we have 5 questions. We're going to fire them off at a random. It's decided before the show, but it is randomized. We fired them off at random to whoever gets picked for that week. 5 questions, supposed to be quick answers, but I mean, I guess sometimes you gotta kind of argue your point. But this week, our lucky person to do it was Flea. So 5 questions. First one to start off: can Heretics finish Division B? Okay, not counting crossplay matches, only Division B matchups. Can they finish Division B matches undefeated?
Nope.
No.
Lose to Splice, at least.
thank you.
You think they lose to Splice?
At least.
You think that's 100%?
I think that's 87%.
Okay.
87% they lose to Splice. I feel like Looney doesn't play that fast bullshit.
Because, I mean, they play Splice, 100 Thieves, and then Envy. To me, this is their harder week.
It is.
I mean,
hands down the harder week.
I get
I mean, they
I
had
get what you're saying.
week, but...
Okay. All right, yeah, I can respect that. All right, next question. Given what you see now, okay, from just a small sample size we have so far, can this Envy roster win Fort Worth? Yes or no, and why?
Whoa. No.
No, you think there's 0 chance?
There is a chance, but do I think it's gonna happen? Like, I feel like it's a 5%, like not even 2% chance they win Fort Worth. Like,
Ooh, okay.
like, Hook is the only person playing hardpoint. Their S&D is all right. I mean, they choked to Splice, but I mean, other than that, their S&D has been looking fine. They're almost losing controls to denial. Like, they just don't look clean. So I just feel like against better teams, like they can easily get top 6. I feel like they're guaranteed top 6 if like they're all playing like how they're supposed to be playing. But I feel like they're just not clean enough as a team
Okay.
to win forward.
I think that's a great answer. Okay. All right. So next question. This is kind of a general question. Okay. Do you think in this game, what is more important, teamwork of an average team or the skill of a top team. Like, so if you were to put, say, Luminosity, team with a ridiculous amount of skill, versus a team like Heretics where they have skill, but it's more so about their teamwork. Which one do you think is more important in this game? Teamwork or skill?
Teamwork. It's not even close. I feel like the your use of specialists as a team,
Mhm.
the way you're pushing stuff as a team, the way you're communicating as a team, is has such an effect, especially in this game, rather than if you're shooting your gun and shooting it in somebody else. Like, that's how I feel.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that, to me, that was obvious as well. Next question. Given what you've seen so far, if Gen G and Heretics were to play right now, who takes that match and why?
Oh, wow. Damn. Who do I take? Heretics. I feel like I'm taking Heretics.
You taking Heretics?
I take Heretics because I don't feel like they.
Hold up.
The Gen G. Why am I holding off?
No, I gotta hear this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Oh.
interrupt you.
I don't think Gen G could. I don't think they have a clean counter to that how fast Heretics plays. Like, Heretics is hands down the fastest team in the Pro League, and I don't think they can counter that. I mean, you have who do you have yourself? You have Havoc and Space Fleet, right?
Yeah.
Against who? Lucky and Journey? Like, come on. Like, that's not even like. They're Havoc and Space Fleet are not even close to Lucky and Journey in the subcategory, in my opinion.
Spacely's
As a sub duo.
just different. So yeah, I mean, it's not for me to agree or disagree, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna move.
But who's the AR? Method Sick?
I think so.
Who is there?
No, I think Method 6 runs Maddox. Yeah.
I don't know who the AR is.
But anyways, we're gonna move on. All right, last question. Given the Annihilator GA, which specialist becomes the next? I don't want to say OP specialist, but the next go-to specialist. Does it go back to Tempest? Do you think it goes to something else? Which one now dominates the game? Because there's always going to be one that's better than the others. Which one is it going to be?
Okay. So Tempest was in Vegas. Okay.
Annihilator.
Pro League was Pro League qualifier, and Pro League was Annihilator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do we have? We have Purifier.
Crash.
What do we have used? We have Purifier, Crash, Pulse,
Battery. And
Grav. Grav, and Battery. Battery is hard to counter. So Battery is probably the worst one. Okay.
I don't hate that.
Yo, if you're Battery, bro, you're getting smoked. I honestly feel like if you're a Crash player, you're blessed.
True. You don't got to deal with any of it.
You don't have to do anything, and you're literally getting so many points. Yeah, I think Crash. I think Crash is the best specialist in the game.
That's literally why I ran Crash.
You think
Beginning of the game.
You think it's the best specialist in the game?
Yeah, just because of the points you get and how frequent you can get it if you're like playing well, like, and how the effect of it can like change the game. Like, I feel like it is.
Okay.
I mean, but War Machine can come out of nowhere, so. But War Machine's still trash if you have Flag on, so.
Okay.
There's no counter to Crash.
I respect all you got there, man. I don't know if I respect all of them. I mean, Heretics Gen G, we'll have to find out. But I mean, that pretty much does it for what we got. So pretty much what we got so far for the show. Any final thoughts from you guys?
If you're at Helix right now, just good luck.
What?
If you're playing that World Gaming qualifier, you're about to be up till 4 a.m. It's alright though. Gotta qualify. So keep grinding, because if you're not grinding, you're losing. Quarter from the Great Pristini. Thank you. Very good. Good night.
Lamb, anything from you, bro?
Get rid of Search and Destroy from League, please. Please.
Okay. All right. I mean, for me, thank you to everyone who tuned in throughout the stream. I thought we had a good time. I mean, I enjoyed myself for sure. This one was a bit longer than last week's podcast. I mean, this one, the audio issues were definitely non-existent. But like I said before, thank you so much to everybody tuning in. And we will see you next week, 6 p.m., same
Make sure to follow
place.
the Twitters.
Make sure to follow
Especially
everybody on
Carl's.
Twitter, especially
And Carl's,
Carl.
even though he's not here.
Yeah, Carl will be back next week. Like I said before, thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, we'll see you guys, 6 p.m. Don't miss it.
All right.